if I was to really think about, technical astrology, and what we got to do these days is make, mountains out of technical molehills, right? And that's what we have here. We have a mountain out of a technical molehill. Some legacy analysts may call this a cute little bear flag. But see, I almost don't want to do it because it's like in a range that's doing nothing, arguably for a year, we just go from bull flag to bear flag, bull flag to bear flag, all this invalidated. It's a bear flag. Oh, I got invalidated by this little 3% pump. Oh, now I got invalidated by the 3% dump. But, we're here. We're up in the morning. We are perusing the information, so we might as well figure out where this goes and how do you find the price probability of a bear flag. You take the bull, you slide it all to the breakout point, and then we're all at 89.2. Let's put it down just so I can make one of those videos. Told you so. Told you so. It's going to go to 89.2. Lord love a duck if she didn't do just that. Now we went past 89.2 all the way down to 87.8. Fought our way back. Almost put in a bullish engulfing candle. Didn't. Got rejected again at an 89.2. Made it all the way up to the 90s. Is that the last time we see 90 for 8 or 7 months? At this point, I kind of hope so, right? So it's like I would rather go straight into a bear now than dilly-dally around here and in range, into oblivion, into the summer. Because listen, the summer bummer is, what do we got? We got February, March, April. We have 3 more months, and then it's a summer bummer. And we always forget about the summer bummer. We even forgot about the summer bummer last year because we were so filled with pith and vinegar about the bull run that we got into the summer bummer and we're like, oh yeah, the summer bummer. And in fact, the summer bummer last year kind of got off with a huge bang. We were in, we had the massive sell-off with it went down to 77. So we got out pretty hard with the summer bummer and just kind of floated back up very slowly. And then we hit 100K and nobody cared. That was the black swan right there. 100K, nobody cared, no retail, right? That was the black swan. If we need a black swan for this bull market, which we don't, but if we want one, for me, I started doing top signal videos. I made 5 at 106. So we went up 20K after that, but now we're back at 88K. The only reason I thought it was the top was that there was 0 retail. And it took a while before people caught on about the 0 retail. We were almost in a little bit of a denial, right? Like I didn't see it on any other creators' time wall. They weren't talking about retail. I know Ben has started talking about it now. Ben, what the hell's his last? He says it's buffering. Is it still buffering? I'll let it go. Maybe if I don't talk too much, it won't take so much bandwidth. Okay, it's back. Anyway, we are fighting back here to 89.2. I remember making that video going, please, let's just not go to 89.2. But now that it is, what was that? Now that it is at 89.2, wouldn't you all be happy to just have a mass capitulation event, down to 70? At that point, everyone would be bullied into a new paradigm. So if there's a lot of us that are almost in the bear denial, right? But I even think that's decreasing. The bull run of 2021, we stayed in denial for a long time, which is good because by the time you're out of denial, you're almost through the bear market. So for the price to just capitulate down into the 70s, at least that would change the frame of mind. It would be a nice reset for all metrics. It would reset people's bullish paradigm. It would it would take people out of denial and put them into, okay, well, let's prepare for the next leg up because it's coming, right? So we can get into that state of mind. It's coming, right? This cycle, for whatever it's worth, whatever happened or didn't happen, is over. And then we should start preparing for the next. That's the best way to look at it. To hold on to what will never be is not a healthy way to live. You got to take the price action for what it is and let it. What is it telling you? Like, what is the market telling you? Does it have a lot of strength? No. Do we rip on good news? No. When we see Michael Saylor endlessly buying, like, what did he buy? Something like, actually, it took a long time. So I can see why it doesn't seem parabolic, because we hit 100 in maybe last November, January, and then it took 9 months to go up 25K. So it didn't feel parabolic, because usually that move would have happened in 5 weeks, right? That would feel more parabolic, but it didn't. Okay, so now we have to get into the market that we are watching, right? The paradigm, the market we're watching does not have bullish energy, right? Even though everything around it is still bullish, like the fundamentals haven't changed, right? So now we are seeing just a classic. This is how most technical analysis is, like the patterns you see on charts that we chart out are really based on divergence, right? Whether it's RSI or MACD, price going up, MACD going down, RSI going down, MACD going. It depends on what with the MACD and the RSI, you're either looking at higher highs from the top or higher lows from the bottom. It makes a difference. However, the difference is somewhat bullish and pretty bullish. But pretty bullish doesn't mean 100%. It just means there's a higher probability that it might go up. It might go up. But still, at this stage, with the law of large numbers, like, just to put it into perspective, yesterday, where were we at? Yesterday was Tuesday. Okay, so we opened up Tuesday up here, let's just say, at 90K. So what is this mass sell-off? It's not even 4%, right? Now, because we are in the law of large numbers, it all seems pretty bannerish, like down 3,000. It seems like a lot, but it really isn't that much. We're just, 3%. Now, that's why it's hard. That's why I stopped making, what is it, add effects using hand gestures. What the hell are you talking to? Who's talking to me now? My computer's suggesting things. Hold on. Why it's hard to make those old production videos is because talking about 3% isn't that. We had never do a 3% move back in the day. When we were in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it just wasn't enough movement. It wouldn't even get picked up on the radar. Now, it seems like a lot, but it really isn't. Now, what does this look like? Well, it looks like another bear flag, right? So let's just map it out, because we're here, right? We've all had the cup of coffee, and we're all just kind of waiting here, watching the price action. So let's just map it out. The one thing that I do when this first blow off top, somewhat, 3, so at the end of bull markets, we usually see 3, but we always, now it's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed, because as most of us thought that we are guaranteed a parabolic blow off top for 2025, right? Did we get it? No. So nothing really is guaranteed, but when you look back historically, generally after 3, Like we've never, is there 4? Let's see if there's 4. Let's get real down and dirty in this monthly. Oh yeah. So here's, we have to go back to August 2018, where we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's get even more down and dirty in this. We'll see what the price action went from. Now, 2018, this is, I would say this is probably one I bought right here at this ultimate top. This was my baptism into Bitcoin price action. It was a wild ride. So we saw 6 in August, from August 1st, summer bummer. Let's see what the price action was. Where did we go from? How violent was it? Doesn't look violent, but I bet it probably was. So we were at 76.01 and we went down to, it was a 62%. 62%. That's not that bad actually. 62% with a 6 month, a multi red candle. So here we are with our current. Let's see how much this was. This was our blow off top. Up here, 126, the 3 monther, 35. So it was roughly half. So you can see another 3 months of that would put us into. The problem is when you think of seasonality, if we were to have, let's say, like this is the quintessential hammer candle, shooting star, so to speak, right? This is basically right up here at the bull market rejection zone, like perfect, right? Just a perfect touch of it, and then complete rejection. And this type of candle formation would be indicative of continued bearish action, because basically the bulls fought back, gave it all it had, and got rejected and gave up, right? And this is what we generally see. Where would sit? Let's just, I mean, that was 2018. It's not like we're going to do that again, but let's just say where a 66% goes. God, not big enough. 66% like 2018 takes us to 43K. Now, I've thrown 40K out there before. It's one of my numbers that are swimming around in my speculative head. Means nothing. Means nothing. You know, for all I knew, when we put in 89.2, there's no guarantee that 89.2 came, but it came and it went, right? Now we're trying to battle up out of this. Also, right, let's see where this bear flag takes us to, right? You take the bull, you slide it all to the breakout point, and then we're all at 83.7. Let's put her in. Now, if the bear is back, 83.7 should probably come in the next month. 83.7. There. Now, do I want it? I kind of do at this point, right? But it seems more plausible to go down to 83.7 than 129, right? So, take the market, do what you will with it. DCA into the crisis is what I'm doing. That's my plan. And it's very late. Right now, I'm $1 a day. I'm $1 a day. The Lightning Network, just DCAing $1 a day. Keeps the juice flowing, and it's all the kind of dry powder that can go in there without, the household getting wrecked. Then when the household doesn't get wrecked, it'll go up. But for now, and as the summer bummer goes, I may increase it. Actually, that's my plan is to increase into, arguably seasonality wise, the bottom of the bear market, which is in October 2026. So let's go with February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 9 months. So someone's going to fertilize their wife and have a baby in the next 9 months, and that's when the bear market will be done. That'll be pretty exciting. 9 months. So knowing that, the preparation I'm going to take is to DCA into this crisis, and probably there'll be a crisis of whether someone